Hey, welcome to another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel. This is William playing an EIKWM deck and France 4 with Virindi, Wallfly, Nimlach. Alright, let's get right into it. Take a look at this starting pile. Hedgemaster looks to be the best card here. Understudy, maybe. But I think Hedgemaster is a bit more universal. Not too much to think about there, I don't think. Okay, Hill Farmer, Plowman, Miser. Those are the cards that I'm identifying. There is Sheep Farmer. Sheep Farmer is okay with the Hedgemaster. It gives you a reason to get stuff early. I like Hill Farmer quite a lot. I think it's quite strong. Miser, Hill Farmer, Plowman, Sheep Farmer. Plowman is probably the best card if I don't get a plow. Especially if I'm going to okay. Yeah, I think with Stonebuyer out there, I don't want to worry about I think my pick is Plowman. I do like Sheep Farmer, but I think Plowman is a little more generically strong. Okay, so I have seen Stonebuyer, so I'm considering Minimalist because Minimalist, you don't want to play a lot of major improvements, which are worth a ton of points. The best card here is Bricklayer by quite a bit, I would have to say. Especially if I get Miser back, I can make 2 clay, 1 reed rooms, which is quite strong. Even without Miser, building clay rooms is quite easy. Yeah, and it's not even really that close. Homemaker goes with the Hedgemaster quite well because you gain a bonus point every time you plow a field, because instead of going on the plow field space, you just go on the fence space. And so like Homemaker, Shovel Worker would be okay, but I do have Plowman already. I think I'm going to take Bricklayer and keep my eyes open on a potential Minimalist grab. Stone Delivery Man. I think I'm going to take this card just because it's just in case the Stone Buyer gets taken. I don't think any of the rest of these are that strong. Unicycle can be very good, especially if I link like fences and sheep or something like that with the Hedgemaster. But I also have Hedgemaster, so I want to build. Unicycle Driver wouldn't be too bad. No. I think Stone Delivery is the safer pick. And then here, None of these are very good. I think I take Pig Breeder or Yeoman Farmer. I think those are the best two cards. Animal Handler is pretty poor. Yeoman Farmer combos nicely with some stuff. Now, if I'm going to play Minimalist, then Yeoman Farmer is no good. Because Yeoman Farm, with Minimalist, you want to have a pretty farm with lots of points from the farm. Whereas with a Yeoman Farmer, usually you want to have like a pretty ugly farm, but then get a lot of points from one specific area. I think I'll go for Pig Breeder here. Human Farmer might be better if I get some combo with it, like a horse or something like that, but I think Pig Breeder is probably slightly better. So yeah, I'm streaming this from a new internet setup. So if you notice anything different, like more dropped frames or the quality's not as good, please let me know, and I'll look into fixing that. I did broadcast this live originally on twitch.tv/play_agricola. So if you want to give me a follow on there, and of course, please do follow the YouTube channel as well. Search Play-agricola on YouTube and I'll come up. I think I'm at about 95 subscribers, so my plan is that once we hit 100 I'm going to make it. I'm going to do a game every day for a week and and I'll stream all those games as well. Hopefully do multiple. And the other thing that I should talk about is we did make a Discord channel. So if you want, I've got the link posted on the Play-agricola forums. I just said the invite. Anyone's welcome to join. I do ask that if you're not a regular user on Play-agricola to send me a message or something, either on YouTube or send me an email saying that you'd like to be part of this community. And mostly what this is just going to be for is going to be for voice chat. We're not going to use it that much for texting or for text chat because we already have the forum. But thinking in terms of Stonebuyer came back around. That's interesting. I'll take Prefect. Prefect looks like the best card there. One food for each occupation and improvement. I'm probably not going to do any myself. Maybe I should do Pipe Smoker. Although Pipe Smoker will be come into effect very late. Yeah, so I was talking about Discord. Yeah, anyone's welcome to be part of it. Mostly what we're going to use it for is for voice chat while we're playing games on the site. So, but we'll also maybe coordinate some other games, like talking about playing like Puerto Rico or something like that on Board Game Arena. So there's some other cool games. I might, maybe on the week that I do, I'll stream some Puerto Rico or something as well, just to mix it up a little. Although most of you guys are probably not too interested in me playing Puerto Rico. I'm not the best player, but we can learn together. That'd be kind of cool. And shout out to the Twitch chat. Say hello in chat if you're here, and I like to see you guys, that you guys are watching. It's pretty cool for me. Here I'm gonna grab Homemaker. Alright, so I did get 2 plows in this first pile, but I also got some very infamous cards, Crooked Plow and Turn Rest Plow. Both of these cards are pretty good. I think Plowman is good enough that I don't need to take either of these with my first pick. Even if I don't play Homemaker, Plowman plus Crooked Plow doesn't really go that well together. Plowman and Turn Rest Plow is okay because having the 6th field is okay. I think though I have to take the Pumpkin Pie just to block it from other people, even though I don't have that much support for it. The pies are infamous because they allow you to go all in on one specific strategy. Um, you go all in on one specific strategy, and that's getting some animals and some grain, and then you get a ton of bonus points. Like 3 bonus points every time you bake is nuts. Um, hmm. Wow, steel plow, another plow. Yeah, so taking plowman was definitely a mistake because we had 3 plows plus drain pond plus homemaker. So yeah, generally was a pretty terrible pick on my part. I don't know if I can say that like definitively. Like I don't know if I can say that I knew that that would happen, but hmm. I've got wooden path, herb garden. Herb garden's quite good, but I don't really have a way of getting grain early or vegetable early, and I would rather get grains so that I can get my pumpkin pie going. Probably just wood path here. 1 wood for 2 points. It's a good conversion. And excellent. Oh, this is great. Sack cart. That's exactly what I wanted. Perfect. This is a great card for me. Oh, I'm experiencing a bit of lag. Is it affecting the stream or is it just my browser? I'm gonna turn the image off for just a second and close tabs because that's probably what's doing it. Okay, that should be better now. Sorry about that. So yeah, definitely sack cart. Sack cart is exactly what I wanted. So the way pumpkin pie works is whenever you bake a grain, you can do another grain and a vegetable for 3 bonus points. So if you consider that a vegetable is worth a bonus point on its own, you're turning 1 grain into 2 points. And that's very good conversion because normally it's the other way around, is that you need 2 grain for 1 point. So yeah, it's quite good. And even if I'm only going to use the pie, like if I can use the pie twice, that will be really good. So yeah, definitely going to try to play plowman. Probably I'll try to build only clay rooms with the bricklayer, because bricklayer, that's just how strong bricklayer is that the amount of resources you save is really good. And getting 5, you need 5 clay to build your first room as a clay room with bricklayer because it's 2 for the reno and then 3, or that's wrong, 4 clay, 2 for the reno, 3 for the thing, and then if you get 1 extra clay you can use that to build the fireplace on reno. So yeah, it's just like a really efficient thing that you can do so much with clay with the bricklayer. And then Hedgemaster I can save for almost the end of the game probably. So yeah, with Pumpkin Pie, Yeoman Farmer would have been okay because I could have ignored animals and just gone all in on grain and vegetable. But the thing is, even then, usually you have some extra actions at the end of the game, which you don't really have much to that you don't have much to use with. Is that the correct way of saying that? What you'll have a bunch of animals actions at the end of the game, and then Yeoman Farmer makes your 2 point actions only a 1 point action. So, you know, sometimes Yeoman Farmer cannot be worth playing. Now, if you get a combo card like Horse or a card that gives you negative points if you don't return resources, then it can be quite strong. So yeah. So yeah, I was talking about the Discord channel. So yeah, we're gonna try to use it for people on the site mostly, so that when we play games, like I'm playing with Wallfly right now, and Wallfly's on the Discord, but she doesn't have a mic at the moment. But my plan is that in the future, when I'm streaming games and when I'm playing just in general on the site, I'll have people hanging out with me, and then we can talk about the game, and you guys will be able to hear us talk. And maybe we won't talk about the game. Maybe we'll just shoot the shit. But that's just like a, you know, Make it more like we're actually all playing a game together. All right. The pick is Beehive Oven, almost certainly. And I wouldn't mind Sheep Market, but Beehive Oven is extra bake actions at the end of the game. And with Pumpkin Pie, I want extra bake actions. None of the rest of these are doing that much for me. I haven't taken any clay minor improvements. I'm not sure if any have really gone by. I haven't been watching out for that in particular. But yeah, Beehive Oven, it's a bake action, which Pumpkin Pie is one bake, Beehive Oven is my other bake. And there are my two bakes. None of these are any good. Well, itinerant labors can be good, but it's so situational. I don't want to trade away vegetables. I want to turn vegetables into points with pumpkin pie. I think I'll take Scythe here, even if I'm not likely to play it. I think Scythe could be useful. Probably it'll be helpful for getting lots of grain, or lots of vegetables. That'll be what it's mostly useful for. Alright, here, Yoke. Yoke will be quite strong in this game. Should be worth a ton of fields. I could do Steel Plow instead of Plowman. Or I could do the Port Le Havre. That card is good because it's a free point, and I have Beehive Oven, so I'm already planning on getting an oven. I'll probably get, with Sack card, I'll probably try to activate it for round 5 so I can build Clay Oven. So I could activate it nice and early. I think I'll take Steel Plow and then maybe not play Plowman. Because Steel Plow I think is a bit better than Plowman. And then here, none of these are particularly good. Milking Shed is way too expensive for what it costs. I'm going to take... take Burststone. Burststone is stone for a point, which is okay conversion. I don't really have that many. I don't really have many free miners, so hopefully the early game I'm gonna have to get lots of resources so that when it comes to the family growth queue, I'm okay. Like I have miners to play. I do have a couple things I want to play. So my thinking is early game I play Bricklayer and maybe Homemaker or Bricklayer Stone Delivery Man, something like that, or Bricklayer Prefect, and then use that to play Sack Cart, build clay rooms, and then later in the mid game I can play Stone Delivery Man and Pig Breeder maybe, and then play Hedgemaster to do my fencing at the end of the game. My miners, Wooden Path I can play anytime. Sack Cart hopefully I can play early. Beehive Oven I'll save for the end of the game after I've played Pumpkin Pie. Scythe I may or may not play. Still to be determined. Steel Plow though is great. I have to thank all the other players for passing it around. Even though it's a plow, extra plow for the yoke, it's still really good. Okay, so I have first action. I'm going to do Reedstone Food. I don't specifically have a miner that I need, or an occupation that I need to get out, so... So Wallfly took Understudy in his second, which I think probably was the second best card. But I wonder, how highly should I have valued Understudy? Not ahead of Hedgemaster, I don't think. This is interesting. Nimlach, first pick, first action, 2 clay over occupation or 3 wood. Probably took sheep farmer. So probably I understudies here, sheep farmers there, and then the fourth pick. What was the fourth pick from that pile? I can't really remember. Oh, field watchman. Wow. Well, I'm really happy that he did not get sent pumpkin pie. That's for sure. I do 3 wood. Yeah, field watchman is really strong. Probably means that I'm gonna have to contest for the clay oven. If I can work it out so that I can reno clay oven in like round 6 when reno comes up, I'll be pretty happy with that. I only need so to reno is 1 clay, and then to build the clay oven is 2 clay, so that's 3, and then to build a room is another 3. So I probably am not going to get a 6 clay action. Probably it'll be a 4 clay action and a 3 clay action, something like that. So maybe in round 3 I'll plan on doing 4 clay, 3 clay, and that'll be my round. And that'll be all the clay I need. Although I don't need to take the 3 clay right away. I only need 4 until I want to build a room, so we'll see. Nice thing about Field Watchman being 4th is that he probably is not going to do a lot of starting player, which is good, very good for me, because he's okay doing grain and field early on. But yeah, Field Watchman, quite strong card. Should put this off to the side. Nice, I get starting player again. I could occupation again here. I can read stone food, or I could occupation, not occupation again. But maybe I'll get occupation with my second action. So if I do, then I think read stone food first move is the right choice. I think, hard to say. Yeah, so maybe I will play Scythe because one of the problems with vegetable is that it's difficult to make them accumulate quickly. But if I can sow extra vegetable fields, that would go a long way to me getting enough vegetable to use my pumpkin pie a couple times. So, I don't know. We'll see. I think this is a game that's definitely going to be determined by my minor improvements rather than my occupations. And usually it's the other way around. Normally your occupations determine your game. Nice, I'm going to get an occupation space. That's exactly what I was looking for. I get Virindi got Hill Farmer. Yeah, Hill Farmer plus Field Watchman. Extraordinarily powerful combo. Um, I guess the pack that Hill Farmer was in was pretty good. But yeah, probably should not have made it all the way to them. So here I play Bricklayer. Really good combo for Virindi. Because now they can do 2 more plows, have enough food to feed, and still manage to do a sow and get 3 planted grain fields sown. I really hope they didn't get something like straw thatched roof. That would be too strong. So you got Wallfly starting player and playing Corn Chief. Probably wants to start getting Reedstone food because Understudy lets her do Reedstone food twice, once with both people. Yeah, that would be my guess at least. Maybe looking at something else that I'm not sure. I shouldn't speculate too much because I really have no idea. So yeah, if I get 4 clay next round, I'll be pretty happy. And then my other action I'm not too fussed about. Maybe my other action will be... I can't do starting player sack cart yet. I'll have to do that in round 4 because I need another occupation to meet the prerequisites. Yeah, Wallfly Reedstone food, no surprise. Let's see what Nimlach does here. Maybe plays Sheep Farmer? No, grabs wood again. Maybe Nimlach is playing for Shovel Worker, the card that gives food each harvest if you have fenced pasture, if you have pastures. Yeah, that definitely could be a possibility. Virindi taking 4 clay there, most likely looking at doing getting clay oven. So my goal is to keep him off of the Reedstone food spot so that he doesn't get the stone he needs to play clay oven. I'm gonna do 3 clay here. I think occupation will probably come back around. And then with this 3 clay grab, I want to get 4 clay in 2 rounds. It's also possible Virindi took like Stonebuyer, for example. Stonebuyer with Field Watchman, I don't know if it's any good. I think Stonebuyer just is terrible in general. But sometimes people make it work. Sometimes. So I think it's pretty likely that Virindi is going to do grain plow, food. So hopefully I will be able to do an occupation, one of the 2 occupation spaces remaining. And when that happens, I will play... what will I play? Could play... Probably I'll play Prefect. Should be worth some food throughout the game. Won't be worth anything for a while, though. Would it be better just to play Stone Delivery Man? That'll be consistent, and I know that I'm gonna want that stone in order to renovate to a stone house. Yeah, there's the sheep farmer, no surprise there. Let's see what Virindi does. Hopefully grain. That's what I would like to see. It looks like I'm dropping frames, which I don't normally do. Test. If anyone's in chat and could comment on how the quality is, please let me know. Normally my frames dropped is like less than 100 for a whole game, but I'm at over 1,000 already, which is not good. Probably it's because I'm on a Wi-Fi connection right now. Really need to look into fixing that. Starting player flower pots. My guess is that he did that so that he can guarantee himself reedstone food. I will play stone deliveryman. I could play prefect, and then if I play prefect, yeah, prefect I guess sets me up to play pottery next round, and then get 3 food from each clay. I could have taken sheep, but I think I've got other plans. I'm gonna do starting players stone sack cart with this action. Five, 8, 11, 14. Yeah, so I think taking the sheep is good, but the reason I want to get the sack card out is so that I can power up my pumpkin pie. And I think my pumpkin pie will just win me the game. If I can get 3 instances of pumpkin pie off, I think I'll win. So yeah, that's where I'm coming from. Um, I do also want to build a room, but if build room doesn't come out in round 5, then I'm okay with not having played towards early build room actions. Yeah, I have to imagine that Virindi is going to second action clay oven, and then I'll get traveling players or fishing to feed. Not great, but it'll be okay. Probably my prefect won't pay off for like a long time, but that's okay. Yeah, there's clay oven from Virindi. So in order for me to get enough food to feed, I need to take one of the fish, either fishing or traveling players. Um, so I might have to adjust my plans a little. I might have to use my beehive oven to bake the round 5 grain in order to feed the next harvest. And I know I said I wanted to save the beehive oven for after pumpkin pie comes out, but I think this will be okay. I think that'll be the easiest way for me to feed the next harvest. Pottery wouldn't be too bad to feed with. I can still get pottery, I guess. Pottery will start activating the prefect. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, 3 wood got taken, so I can't get 6 wood next round, but that's okay. So here, there's 3 reed, there's 5 food, there's 4 clay. I think I'm going to take 3 reed. I do need 1 more clay in order to be able to do clay, so I have to take clay anyways. But if I play pottery and eat 1, then I need a clay action next round. Yeah. If I don't take 5 food. I think Wallfly gets the 5 food and has quite a strong game. So I think I take the 5 food. 3 reed would have been strong as well. But I can always do one more Reedstone food action and then build well. If I could do another Reedstone food and build well, I would be quite happy with that. Because the well is always extremely strong to get. And now I don't have to play my beehive oven this round if I don't, or before this harvest if I don't want to, because I have enough food, obviously. Wallfly now has 3 stone though, so probably Wallfly will grab the well. But that's okay. If I get 3 reed and then Basket Maker's Workshop, or don't get 3 reed and then get pottery, I'll still be okay with how this is going. I could get Stone Oven too, I guess. I guess Stone Oven. Stone Oven with the Beehive Oven gets me an extra food every time I bake, because it gives me a different way to bake. Well, I think I take 4 clay here either way. And then I wouldn't mind Reedstone food next round. 4 wood would be fine as well. There should be 2 4 wood actions. So one thing that Virindi's done, so one thing that Hunter, who is probably one of the best players on the site, I would rate him like top 5 for sure. Not super active anymore, but he won the France Deck tournament, I think. So one of the things that Hunter told me about Field Watchman is, with Field Watchman, you really want to get 2, ideally 3, but hopefully at least 2 grain fields sown in one of the first 2 harvests, and ideally in the first harvest. And the reason you want to do that is because then it's okay to bake grain, but the problem with what Virindi's doing is it's going to be pretty difficult for him to keep baking as well as getting grain sown. And it won't be like super difficult, but it just won't be that he has the excess that you would like to have. Like you would normally want to have like a ton. So Reno came out here, so that is really good for me. I'm still the starting player, so I want to take Reedstone food so that I can second action Reno and then first action build room next round. And also, it lets me build the well if Wallfly doesn't build it with this action. So yeah, I can afford that, right? I can... Yeah, so Family Growth came out late, and I'm not sure if that's good for me or not. I wouldn't have minded Reno. I guess Reno coming out before Family Growth is good for me because I want to build clay rooms instead of wood rooms. Wallfly builds Basket Maker's Workshop. That's interesting. I guess Wallfly is hungry. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Wallfly is pretty hungry. So, no well for her, but that means I get the well, and I'm totally happy with that as well. It means that between the 5 food traveling players and the well, I'll have enough food to survive the next 2 harvests, and then I'll need to get probably baking my grain for the 4th harvest, and I'm okay with that. So yeah, things are looking pretty good. I'm gonna be able to Nimlach will definitely build a room ahead of me, but I can build a room ahead of Virindi. thanks to the fact that Virindi needs to get a reed, and they don't have a way of doing so right now. They also need to get food for this next harvest, which they don't have much. They need to get that hill farmer going. Just one hill farmer will give them enough, but yeah, I think the big thing about Field Watchman is you can just have really efficient food all game, and I think Virindi is not really doing that method. But maybe it'll work out. Like for me with Field Watchman Hill Farmer, I would have done field, grain field, grain field 3 times in stage 1, and then sown, and then you have basically unlimited grain for the rest of the game, and you have a ton of food so that once you're done with that, you can focus on getting the best resources, and especially with Peace Worker. I think Peace Worker with that combo is really strong, but you need to get the efficient feeding set up first, which he hasn't done. He hasn't gotten 3 grain fields sown with the hill farmer activating each time. So yeah, that's my perspective on that. So here, not really that much to do, so I reno and build the well. And it saves me a clay. So yeah, the well is really strong. Anytime you can build the well, it's probably the correct decision to do so. Especially when the food that you get, if you get it early enough, it can do a whole harvest worth of feeding, which is really good. Nimlach building a room. So I'll have to evaluate when I want to time my build room action. I don't want a first action build room if I don't need to. I would rather do something else. I could take 2 reed with my first action and then second action build 2 clay rooms, and that would be quite strong. That's the nice thing about having my feeding all sorted, is I don't have to worry about taking food now. The other thing I do need to remember is that I do need to start taking wood. Considering that I haven't built any wood rooms, my not having any wood at this stage is pretty bad. Yeah, I'm not sure. I do need to start taking wood, of course. Hmm. Hmm. How is this gonna work? If I take 2 reed, then I'll be able to build 2 rooms at once with my bricklayer. Yeah, Nimlach starting player. Doesn't need the starting player here, because especially because he can block the build room action, but whatever. Hmm. Oh, my prefect is going to start giving me food now thanks to Basket Maker's Workshop, so that's cool. I think Wallfly doing that is doubly good for me, because I got well and my prefect is going to start activating. I could take 3 wood instead of 2 reed and just plan on building 1 room. Problem is, if Virindi takes reed here, I need to build a room. No, I don't need to build a room. Because if I build a room here, and then Virindi first action starting players next round, I would have to do a room block. Anyways. So I would need to do, I could do build room then to read. That sequence would work out. Hmm. I think I'm gonna take 3 stone. Because I don't have a way of blocking the build room action if he first action starting players. Now, if he leaves it for me, if I can get it second action, I will. But I think I'm going to take 3 stone here. Yeah, I'm not sure if... I mean, the 3 stone is nice because it'll let me get pottery or beehive oven. Um, hmm. Oh, yeah, I'll be interested to see what Virindi does here. If Virindi takes wood, then I'll... Oh, Virindi needs food. Hmm. Yeah, of course. Right, I forgot about checking on that. Yeah, Virindi needed food there. So I think what I do is build a room, and then if then Nimlach has to family growth, and then if he takes 6 wood, then I do start it. Then I don't have to worry about getting my family growth stolen. Yeah, okay. I think this has worked out. So I build a room here. And then if he does decide to jump me, then I get 6 wood as compensation. Yeah, so there's the 6 wood. So Nimlach's got a family growth, and then Virindi can determine. I have to imagine that because taking 6 wood would allow a double build, I'm pretty sure Virindi will choose to take 6 wood. But if he does try to jump me in the family growth queue, I'm okay with that. I'll take 6 wood and say go for it. But if he doesn't and he does 6 wood, then I don't have to worry about getting jumped by anyone, and I might not even have to starting player this round. Actually, probably with my second action I would. Yeah, I think this is going well. Yeah, I'm still seeing a lot of dropped frames. Sorry about this, guys, so the quality won't be normal. It looks like I'm dropping about 3% of the time. And I don't know if it's consistent, like I go down for 2 or 3 seconds, or if it's like sporadic. I'll take a look at this video afterwards, after I'm done recording. But I'm gonna keep going for now. Virindi took clay. Wow, that's really interesting to me. Why did he take clay? I have no idea. But it means I get 6 wood, and I say thank you very much. Yeah, I agree with Wallfly. That was a mistake. Now, the problem is if Wallfly or Nimlach starting players, then they can give Virindi growth ahead of me, because then Virindi can build. But yeah. Hopefully they don't do that. I don't see a reason why Nimlach should starting player ahead of taking sheep, for example, or taking 4 wood. My guess is that Virindi knew that he needed a hearth or something, and so that's why he took that 6 clay. But I still think the sequence there was not really the right one. So here I starting player, and I'll play Burststone. This is where the cheap miners really shine. Burststone, it's free to play, and then I can pay the stone later. Wooden path, only 1 wood. Yeah. Virindi's saying he should have SP first action. Yeah, so I don't mind that he chose to do a resource grab there. I think the mistake was not taking that other stuff. Anyways, I'll family growth, pay a stone for a point to Burststone, and then play Wooden Path. So I family growth 3rd. It's pretty late, but with the steel plow I should be able to pull all of this off. So I need about 13 more wood, because I want to do 15 fences. So that's probably, hopefully it's only 4 wood actions, but it might have to be 5. The problem is, even if it's 4 wood, even if it's only 4 or 3 wood actions, it's the time that I can hold sheep will just come so late that my pig breeder will probably, I won't be able to breed pigs in round 12, breed boar. So that's too bad, but I think I'm gonna get some okay compensation with my pumpkin pie. So yeah, so I want to play steel plow. So in order to play steel plow, I need another occupation played. So probably I do Hedgemaster. Probably the rest of these cards are all going to go unplayed. Homemaker is a guaranteed 1 field. But I think Hedgemaster might be a bit better. Homemaker. If I fence twice, Homemaker is better than just a plow. Because 2 food is better than an action. Wallfly trying to think here. Probably wondering if she should starting player. Because if she's starting players and room doesn't get blocked. Oh, doing water carrier. Okay. I guess needs food. Again, having trouble with the food for the feeding. Nimlach has a nice amount of animals. Being able to hold a breeding pair of boar and cattle this early is quite nice. Now, as because of that, he hasn't only played the 1 occupation. He has cooking hearth, but nothing else. And the shepherd's crock, he fenced in such a way that the shepherd's crock will not be able to activate again, which I think is not so strong. But I don't know. I imagine what we'll see is him convert those last 6 sheep into another 2 boar and 2 cattle, and then eat a boar and a cattle probably. That would be my guess at least. So I've got 2 stone, that 2 stone, one of which is going to go to steel plow. So I probably want to do one more stone grab because one more stone grab would then let me play beehive oven and steel plow and maybe the pottery as well. I do want the pottery because it's cheaper for me, and pottery is generally quite strong. So Virindi did starting player, so there is 3 wood there. What are the odds that someone else builds a room? If someone else builds a room, I should not take 3 wood, and I should hopefully get 3 wood in the future. I could just play pottery here. Playing pottery would be okay. But if I play pottery and that denies me getting, say, stone oven, and especially if I would get the stone oven after pumpkin pie, I could take stone. I think, though, I'm just going to take wood. I think accumulating wood is good. What I would really like is Sunday school. If Sunday school could get passed to me, that would be pretty cool. Are we playing with Sunday school? Yeah, we are. Okay. I didn't see it though, so it's unlikely that Virindi has it. But the reason I say that is because Homemaker and then Hedgemaster in that order would be really nice. So playing 2 at once would be cool. Because otherwise, I'm gonna have to make a decision because probably the Homemaker will have to come 1 round before the Hedgemaster, because I don't want to pay the extra food for the expensive occupation space. Maybe paying a stone for burststone was a mistake. I'm not so sure about that because if I family growth 1 more time, paying another stone I think will definitely be worth it. And then I can do like beehive, and then I can do 1 stone grab to play in order to be able to play beehive oven. There's bread paddle for Virindi. Yeah, so this is another reason why I think he needed to get a ton of grain early because then he could just bake all game. But yeah, it's a good thing the field watchman didn't get dealt pumpkin pie. Well, maybe in Virindi's hands it would be okay. I don't know. I shouldn't judge. Maybe he's doing okay. I don't know. I can't say. So yeah, probably my first action will be 4 wood. That's what I'm looking at. And then maybe play an occupation and then starting player steel plow so that I can plow 4 in round 11 and then get a sow action hopefully in round 11. We'll have to see about that. I'm not sure if that'll work or not. There's a shovel worker, no surprise here. I figured he was playing towards that. I mean, it's nice. 3 food each harvest. It's 12 food. It's good. think though having just the I don't think you needed to do the extra fencing this early. I think having boar and cattle breeding would have been okay. He needs a plow. I'm sure he has a plow. Probably has crooked plow, I guess, with the way crooked plow would let him fill up these spaces really nicely. And then Wallfly probably has turn rest plow. That makes sense to me, if that's the order that things went in. Did Wallfly eat a reed? Yeah, to get a food prefect. So the reason I need to play another occupation is because Steel Plow has a 3 occupation prerequisite. So yeah, I need to play another occupation before I can play Steel Plow. And it might end up being that Yeoman Farmer would have been good for me because with Well and Pumpkin Pie, I both want that's both forcing me into a different path of points. It's not Pretty Farm, so maybe I won't get any animals. In which case, Yeoman Farmer would be a 3-point action. So we'll see. And maybe I would end up baking all of the vegetable that I'll collect. Alright, Virindi just took stone. I'm going to take wood. The other thing to consider is I do need a way of baking aside from my pumpkin pie. So I need either a fireplace, cooking hearth, or stone oven. Or I need to play beehive oven before pumpkin pie. I think doing that will be okay. I'd be happy to do beehive oven before pumpkin pie, but I would like my beehive oven to be a safe, unblockable bake action for round 14. Because so bake might be contested with Virindi especially. Yeah, prefect's been pretty weak generally. It's only been three foods so far. But it should pick up, so I don't know. So my thinking is next action, occupation. What occupation would I play? Homemaker, I think. I could do Hedgemaster Fence 7. Hedgemaster Fence 7, and then I get 4 from my Steel Plow. And then if I want to fill up the rest, I do that. And then I would have space for 1 breeding pair, and then 1 extra animal. So then I could do something like 2 cattle if stuff's contested. Yeah, I think that's okay. And then, yeah. Okay, I think that works out. If my only plow action is Steel Plow, I would be okay with that, I guess. Although I probably want to do a plow so in round 12 or 13. Family growth, I would be very happy with family growth as well. I need to get more actions, or I would like to get more actions. Yeah, so I think the plan is Hedgemaster and then starting player Steel Plow. Oh, this is funny. So now, in order for Wallfly to grow ahead... Oh no, he needs to reno still as well. Yeah, if I was Virindi, I wouldn't have built a wood room. I would have gone and just used my treehouse. I would have planned on doing reno plus clay oven in this stage, and then grown with treehouse, and then just fill up your farm with maximum field, grain, and vegetable points, and then all the wood that you save from building a wood room, you use to fence early, and then yeah, yeah. Oh, I should be doing my move instead of talking about what the other players should be doing. So I fence 7. So I'm left with 5. Wallfly building stone oven. So it looks like I'm gonna need the beehive oven to bake. And the other thing is Treehouse lets you jump in the family growth queue. So oh, Nimlach did starting player. I wonder if Nimlach has benefactor. Yeah, I think that was not very good because he gave Virindi another growth there. Unless he thinks that Virindi's not a threat, which I would disagree with. Take a vegetable. And I'll starting player first action next round. Oh, my bad. Whoops. Ignore me. I'm an idiot. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was gonna. So, my to-do list this round: grab 2 cattle or 2 boar. Um, 2 boar would be, both of them would be 4-point actions. And then getting more wood would be okay. Starting, but I think no matter what, I first action starting player steel plow, because no matter what comes up round 12, I want that action. I mean, I should add the caveat. Virindi totally might beat me, and I mean, if he does, good for him. But the point we're trying to convey is that you can be much more efficient than he has been. Like, you can get a lot more out of those cards. Uh, but I can double check that. You may not use the food from baking to pay for the occupation. So yeah, that tells me that you have to. Not exactly. I don't know. It's. Yeah, I don't know. I have to imagine. My guess is that Nimlach probably has the crooked plow, and then Wallfly has the turn rest plow, because turn rest plus drain pond is really nice because you only need 1 plow sow action to get 5 fields. Nimlach probably has got the 6 empty spaces, so that's why I would say other stuff. What's he doing? He's doing starting player. That's pretty annoying for me, because I wanted to starting player. I'll grab 2 boar. It's a 4-point action, so I think it's okay. So take wood and play pottery. I think those will be my last 2 actions. Although if I play pottery, no, I need some more stone, so I don't think I can afford to play pottery. I think because steel plow is more important to me than the the pottery. I'm not sure. Could plow 1 field. But then I don't have enough for beehive oven. So he renos and plays pottery. I think I play steel plow with this move. Yeah, Wallfly, there's the turn rest plow, of course. Is Wallfly's one field I thought she had two, but maybe that was... Yeah, yoke would have been pretty good. Yeah, so I do want to do a stone action. I think I want to grab some Nimlach taking wood again. Probably for the crooked plow. Virindi plays crop rotator. Yeah, the thing is, Virindi has no wood. Should have a bunch. So, like, fencing is just not going to happen for Virindi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 fences, but so I either need 6 or 4 wood. I think 4 wood is enough of a goal because I can do 1 extra plow and not be too concerned. Now, if I do this, I'm leaving myself open. He's definitely going to eat with the pottery, right? Maybe not. Oh, I need food. I thought the prefect was going to get me 2 food, but it looks like it's not. Yeah, so that means I need to take food with this action. So I should have played beehive oven instead of steel plow. Damn it, that was a mistake. Whatever, I'll take 4 food and breed. Yeah, I should have played beehive oven. That was a mistake for sure. Because then I could have done something else. What else would I have done? Take vegetable probably. I don't know. There's family growth, so I have to imagine that Virindi's gonna family growth. But if he does, he loses out on his treehouse. Yeah, he does. Just make sure he knows. Ah, he wants to change. Good. That's good for me. Very good for me because I get family growth. Pay an action to gain an action and 3 points at the cost of having to pay a bit more food. Definitely worth it. And I gained another point with my birthstone. He's got... Yeah, he's trying to decide what he's going to do. Did Wallfly... Neither of them. Yeah, neither of them ate. He didn't eat his one clay. And Wallfly didn't have any reed, did she? So yeah, my prefect has been garbage. Probably prefect is only good if you use it yourself. Well, not only good, but it's most reliable when you use it yourself, which I have not been. I pay a stone for a point. Hmm. So my second action will be um, plow, if plow is available, because I have to imagine that Nimlach's going to starting play or crooked plow here. And then I'll do plow 3, and then if Nimlach first action plow 1 field, then I get plow sow or family growth. If he does something else, then I can starting player play beehive oven. I think that's the plan. Nope, he takes wood again. Wonder what he's gonna do with it. Uh, will I play more after this one? I don't think I have time. I think this game's taking a little longer than I was expecting. So I think I'm probably going to have to stop after this one, unfortunately. So just this for today, I think. Sorry if you tuned in late. I will be uploading this to YouTube, so you'll be able to check out the VODs there. I would like to save my beehive for the last round. So how can I feed this harvest otherwise? So I could play fireplace, and then if I play fireplace, I eat a boar, and then hopefully I get a clay and so that's good. Good to know. I get another food. I think Prefect's been doing about as much as expected. It's a lot stronger if there's like stone carver. Stone carver is fantastic for Prefect, turning a stone into 3 food, especially because um, people often play it in stage 1. Like it's a pretty good way for feeding for a long time. Um, but I mean, I needed something to play. I needed some more food. Maybe I didn't need food. Maybe I needed Homemaker instead. Homemaker might have been better play, or Stone Deliveryman. I did end up needing the stone because I have no stone right now to play Beehive Oven. So, you know. Here's Ground Pickaxe Plow from Nimlach. So, probably Wallfly will family growth and he'll plan on doing Plow Sow. And here, what do? I think I do sow bake, or I think I do sow. Not actually gonna bake anything. But I want to get the sow action in before this harvest for sure, because in the next harvest I want to use my pumpkin pie. So, yeah. So I would like to starting player if I could, but I don't have the 2 stone needed to play Beehive Oven, and I don't have the stone needed either, for that matter. I'll play, probably what I'll do is I'll play Fireplace, and then I can, when I do play Pumpkin Pie, I can bake on the Fireplace, and then I can play Beehive Oven and get another bake, so I can do 2 bakes next round. That's going to require taking another vegetable, but I think it'll be worth it because the vegetable will enable us another, should be another 2 points at least, which is as good as taking animals. Actually, probably better than taking animals because I don't have any room for holding animals right now. What will my first action be next round? Maybe 4 wood. How important is my major miner? I'm not sure. So Wallfly family growth. Is fence contested? No, because Nimlach's gonna uses all his wood for that. Yeah. That 3 stone 1 wood, that's looking like a pretty good space. I have no idea what Virindi's gonna do. It's been really difficult to predict his actions this game. He grabs wood, so wants to be able to plow. I take 3 stone and a wood. So I can use that stone for the Beehive Oven or for joinery. So I've 2 different ways of using it. Wallfly was probably not expecting to be able to do starting player. So I was thinking about it now. Oh, three wood. That's annoying. Yeah. Does Nimlach have this just because he's going to fill up his farm? I have way more points from occupations and improvements than he does. But my farm is not going to be very filled up at all, is it? I don't know. It's a hard game. Hard to say, hard to know. Hmm. Virindi starting players again. Cool. I have been benefiting a decent amount from Virindi doing starting player. Not a decent, I guess I've probably been benefiting quite a bit. I save a clay with my bricklayer. So I wouldn't mind getting 3 sheep with my second action. It's 4 food and a sheep, which is a 1 point improvement. And then I also can eat boar. So that wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, is that my last 2 actions? Take sheep and then fence? Take sheep and then fence would be okay. I can hold 3 boar and then 4 sheep. Although sheep are much more efficient as in that form, I don't know. I'm not sure. Wallfly renos and gets a cooking hearth. Upgrades to cooking hearth. Oh, it's too bad. Too bad that that couldn't have happened 1 action sooner. I didn't see that coming. Or else I would have gotten the cheaper fireplace. Not that it makes a difference, but saves me 1 clay. Actually, that clay will be useless. No, what I really wanted is to get the 4 clay cooking hearth for 3 clay. But, of course, that's been long gone. Taken by Nimlach quite a while ago. Well, I'll do an action to take sheep here, and then my other action will be to fence, I guess. Wallfly wants to fence, kind of. Virindi wants to definitely wants to fence, but is starting player, so might fence next round. Might see Virindi do something like Reedstone Food. I would guess. Yeah, Reedstone Food, and then Wallfly and I might be the ones competing for fence. Fencing is 1-2. It's a 3-point action for me. Um, mm, 2 boar is gone. I'll grab 2 sheep, or 3 sheep, and cook 1. I would like plow sow. Yeah, so if plow sow is available, I'll do that. But then what would I sow? Would it make a difference in terms of grain points? I have to think of it that way. Would I get any more points from grain if I plow sow? I would like family growth, because family growth is a 4-point action, and I get a wood, and the wood would be worth 1 point if regular fencing is going to be available. I'm not sure that it will be. Yeah, Wallfly needs to fence. Virindi. I guess I don't need defense, but I think I would like to. That one wood wouldn't be worth anything if I fence now, but it will be worth something if I don't fence now and get a later fence action. But I cannot breed both my animals if I don't fence with this move. What did Virindi just do? He just did another grain. So yeah, he's gonna plow so I'm gonna family growth. And if I'm gonna family growth first action, then I want to set myself up to do other things. Um, and then I'll do, I could take 2 boar. I could plow a field for 2 points. If I'm gonna bake twice next round, I should be okay for food. In which case, I think this plow makes sense. So this game's been kind of slowed down in the later stages, which is normal, but yeah. Virindi slowed down a lot. 43 seconds. Wallfly, 30. Which is pretty close to me. Wallfly and I are close. Nimlach, Wallfly and I are a little on the slow side. Virindi and Nimlach are decently slow at this point. But, I mean, it's been hard because it's been hard to predict your opponent's actions. So, I don't know. Don't want to criticize too much. Everyone's doing their best. I just really hope Nimlach doesn't have Constable. But if he does, he doesn't have any way to fill up his farm, so I'm not worried about that, actually. Let's see what Virindi does. I have to imagine he does plow sow. But maybe that 1 wood on family growth is tempting him. Yeah, he's thinking now. He should have already decided what he was going to do with this action when he did the when he used it. So if I want to bake twice, I need to do pie, beehive oven. Those are 2 actions. Take vegetable is another action. That's 3. And then if I family growth, so I don't have enough actions to fence if I want to do the pumpkin pie twice. So that probably means I'm just not going to pumpkin pie twice. Yeah, so I think this is worth it for me. I can get another burststone. So I'll probably just do beehive oven and then pumpkin pie. And I have a green on there. Whatever, I won't say anything. He wanted to do It makes sense getting the fruitcake played. That makes sense for sure. Plus, so for Wallfly, yeah, for sure. So if plow's available, I will plow. I would like for Virindi to do Reedstone Food, and then Reno, and then Reno Fence. But the Reno Fence is too easily blocked by Nimlach, so I think I'm probably not going to get to use that 4 wood unless I go on Build Stables, which is, I guess I could Reno myself. I could Reedstone Food and then Reno. It would mean that I wouldn't get Clay Oven played, or Beehive Oven. I would play Pumpkin Pie. Now, Pumpkin Pie, if I baked all the grain I have available to me, would be. I only actually have one available. So I pay two, and then I need a grain and a vegetable. Yeah, I can only actually afford to bake one. So that'd be a grain to 2 food, and then I would have to eat. Would eating 3 boar be enough? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah. I needed to get my sewing going a lot earlier if I was going to get the most out of pumpkin pie. But, I mean, if I activate pumpkin pie once, will it be worth it? Okay, so I have too much grain, so I'm going to end up baking some of it no matter what. If I play beehive oven instead of pumpkin pie, I'm. I don't know. I don't know. I can't decide. Yeah, he does fence, of course. And then I'll do. Do I want to try to do Reno fence? I was complaining about people being slow. I can Reno build fireplace at least. Okay. So I'll plan on playing Beehive Oven or Pumpkin Pie on Reno Major or on Reno Fence. If I could Reno Fence, that would be quite good. Is it better than Beehive Oven? I have 2 more actions. I need 4 food. I probably get a food from Wallfly. It's on you, Wallfly. Yeah, she's thinking. I need 9 food. So I can eat 2 boar. It puts me at 5. And then if I get 2 from, or 1 from thing, 1 from Eat 2 puts me at 5. I can eat a grain depending. What's she doing? What time do we start? 43, 10:45. So we're approaching 2 hours. So we're at an hour 45, which isn't bad for an offline game, depending on who you play with. But usually online we can get a game done in like 75 minutes. So it's a little slow. About a half hour slower than expected, which makes a difference. Reno fence blocked. That's okay. I have other stuff to do. My Reno is safe. Do I take a bunch of food here? Do I need that? Do I need that food? Will that food be worth 2 points? I'll just build 2 stables. Something to do. Then my last action will be to reno and play pumpkin pie. Yeah, that food was probably, that stable was probably a mistake. Don't know why she's taking cattle here. Unless she has the plow multiple fields for each plow played. She might have that card. And that's how she's going to fill up her farm. And that's why she took 1 cattle over 3 boar. Because 3 boar is better because it's same number of points but more food. So I bake 1 with pumpkin pie. Puts me at 3. Eat 2, 7, 8. So I probably have to eat eat 2 grains. So I'll have to eat 1 of my points. But taking boar wouldn't have given me any more points. Or would it have? Might have given me 1 more point. So probably it's very similar. I think they were both about 2-point actions. I don't know. I kind of just want this game to be over. It's dragging on a little bit too long. So I go stone. So I pay 2 for the improvement, then 2 to bake, then 1 to bake, and an extra 1 for 3 points. And I get 2 food for doing so. So I'm going to eat 2 boar. And then I'll eat 2 grain. So let's take a look at my score. I guess I have 2 points from Wooden Path as well. So I score 34 plus 5 plus 10. 34 plus 10, so I only managed 44. So that's pretty weak. But enough to win because nobody else did well this game. Turn rest plow, steel plow, ground pickaxe plow. Yes, 3. Yeah, Wallfly doesn't need to eat. So yeah, I score. I win this game, but with a pretty crappy score. It was a poor game all around. 3, 5, 10. Yeah, 44. So I get 34, 4, 3, 2, 1, 44. GG. Very. So what? Virindi's got 37. I got 44. Wallfly scores 30. And Nimlach 36. So yeah, I'm not going to analyze that too much. I think in general it was generally pretty poor game. Not the best to learn from. I didn't play that well. I think Prefect was pretty terrible. Homemaker would have been way better, or Stone Deliveryman. Both of those would have been way better for me. Yeah. And then with Pumpkin, I played towards Pumpkin Pie, but I didn't really get that much out of it because I only got 1 bake. I mean, I only planned on getting 2 bakes, but yeah, things just fell too late. I needed to get my grain and vegetables sown in the third last harvest in round 11 rather than round 12. Yeah, so that was not that strong play by me. So yeah, lots of stuff that I could have done better. My feeding was generally okay. I did have to take 4 food a couple times. I don't know. My feeding was I had to eat a bunch of animals, which are points. So that's kind of a thing. Anyways, that's it for me for now. I gotta run. That game took longer than expected. So thanks very much for watching. Give me a follow, twitch.tv/play_agricola, or on YouTube if you search YouTube Play-agricola. Those are the 2 sites that I'm on. Join the Discord if you want. If you want to ask me questions, you can ask them on there as well. Send me an email if you're not a regular user of the Play-Agricola site. If I don't recognize your name, I don't know who you are. So yeah, please do that. Yeah, so that's it from me. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys